right? Starting with you. It starts with you. And nothing in life can change from any other way than what we know it to be until we initiate that change, right? So, what's up, world? Glad to have you back. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Tony Rocket. I am all things positive. I am the motivation guy. I am the guy who's here to help you find that confidence in yourself and to teach you about some of the techniques that I use to just be happy, just be cool, just be down to earth. Right? There's so many people that struggle with finding their own identity and understanding who they are and what their purpose is. And it's my job to come here and to kind of show you guys what I do to make life better for me. I'm not better than anyone else. I'm not higher than anyone else. I just have high life XP on my young time on this planet. I'm almost 40, so I can kind of talk about the things that I've been through that the younger audience may not have been through. But I'm also young enough to still be able to learn from a lot of the older guys and gals out there. So I'm always open. I'm open to learn. I'm an open book. I'm open to talk to. And let's just work. So today, I think what I wanted to talk about is the most important thing in my eyes, and that's you guys. It all starts with you. So the reason that this is my topic of conversation today is because a lot of times I'll be in a conversation with someone, and what I've learned over the years is that everyone likes to point fingers, right? They'll say, this happened or that happened, or this was out of my control, or I was worried about that, so I did this instead of taking care of that, and now this is blah, 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 blah. Goes on and on. Nobody wants to deal with that, right? So, one of the things that I've been blessed with having in my life as far as determining how I understand myself and my responsibilities, and creating the discipline that I've come to know in my life. It's the military, right? I talk about it all the time because it's important to me. I was a vet in the Army. I did one tour to Iraq. Been to a few cool schools, and I just learned some things that I feel set me apart from just a regular Joe Schmo who has no real life experience, right? We all have been through things, but not to the same intensity. So I am honored to say that I've been a part of something that's was a challenge for me. So I like to share those unique experiences because I feel it brings a light to some of the things that other people may have been through and not necessarily understood at the time. So one of the things that they kind of force you to learn is just assume everything's your fault, right? If you want to take the pressure off of life, really, and make things fit into a easily fixable situation, right? Then you just have to assume responsibility for whatever it is that you're choosing to get into. And that's why today's topic of conversation is you, right? Starting with you. It starts with you. And nothing in life can change from any other way than what we know it to be until we initiate that change, right? If you want to learn how to ride a bike, you hop on a bike, you fall down a few times, maybe you read a book about it or watch a YouTube video, you try again. And over time, you progress, right? You steadily become better in whatever it is that you do. A lot of times in life, we're not given instruction manuals about what it is that we need to be doing or how it is that we do what's best. We just do what we think that we know based on what we've seen other people do or based on, what we hear or what our parents tell us is the best thing to do. The truth is that a lot of times, because of that style of learning, we'll run our head into a wall, or that's how I refer to errors, right? We'll run our head into a wall or make these mistakes over and over and over, not even realizing we're making those mistakes, and then they just become a part of our life, which kind of stinks, you know what I mean? Because you didn't have someone there to guide you or to show you, hey, you're running into this wall. There's a door over here. Let me shed some light on this door so you can make better decisions with how you're handling your movement or your momentum or your travel or whatever you want to call it, right? So in life, we tend to make mistakes over and over and over. And I believe that they don't make new decisions or change their mind or initiate some sort of change until one of two things happens. One, the desire for a new outcome arises, and when that desire is strong, then they try to learn something new. or two, the pain that they're going through is too strong to deal with and they're forced into a change. At that point, they have to change because it's typically a life or death situation, or it's something that they just don't want to keep feeling, right? If you keep walking down J Street and bully X lives on J Street and you get beat up every day of the week, then you should probably take, C Street and leave 5 minutes earlier because it's a little bit longer, but now you don't have to deal with bully X, right? So pain will make you change how you approach a situation. Maybe you want to get to your destination faster, uh, and faster is, A Street, and A Street is faster, but you have to learn how to, let's say, ride a bike because it's although a straight shot, a little higher traffic, and I don't know, a couple of hills, right? So you can do what you know and deal with the bully on J Street. You can go the long way on C Street and have to wake up earlier, or you can take A Street and learn how to ride a bike and move faster. We have options. That's what life is all about. That's literally everything, right? So, what I want to do over time is kind of shed light on some of the decisions that I've made that have made my life pretty cool. I think my life's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not super rich yet. I don't have 1 million subscribers, but I feel like I have a lot to offer as far as confidence and happiness is concerned. I have a lot to offer as far as experience in life and helping people achieve results. As far as coaching is concerned, I've coached, you know, t-ball for little kids. I've coached football at different levels. I have 3 sons who all play sports and a 3-year-old daughter that I'm learning how to adjust to. She's different, so you know I have parenting experience. I have marriage experience. I've been married almost 20 years, 18 this year. So in life, I've been around the block a few times. I've started businesses, I've failed businesses, I've had jobs, and I've quit jobs. I've never been fired. I'm pretty good about that. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that I've been through things just like everybody else. And I think by sharing some of those experiences, I can shed a little bit of my insight onto a situation that may help you better resolve some of the issues that you may have. And make sure that if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below so I can look at them. I respond to everybody as quickly as I can. I'll do it within the day for sure. Um, and I'll answer those questions. Um, I try to keep it respectful with everybody. I have nothing against anybody. I have my own opinions about things, but I will always keep it kosher with you. So, if you can, or if for whatever reason I say something that gets you kind of hype, let me know and we can talk about that in a future video. But I love to hear what you guys have to say. I love to hear some of your situations or questions about things that may bother you, or things you're proud of. I love that stuff. I love to see people win. There's no better feeling than when someone's doing well in life, right? There's so many people that's like, seems like they're just haters. They don't want to see anyone win. They have a crab in a bucket mentality where, like, especially in your hometown, you'll see that a lot of times where you'll run into people who are like,
oh yeah, that's cool, but why should you make it if I've been here longer than you and I haven't made it? I'm not putting money into your business because, you know.
whatever reason, you didn't put money into my business. Because it's all about growth. It's all about progression. It's all about effort. It's all about love. And the more we put that out, the more we're going to get back, right? So talk to me and let me know if some of those things are, some of your interest, or some of the things that you guys do, or what makes you tick. Because I really would love to know. So now that I got that out the way, and you guys know that you could talk to me about whatever, let's get back to our topic of conversation. So, being responsible for your own decisions is the most important thing that you can do. If you don't like the way you dress or your outfits, buy something different. You don't have a lot of money, get out there and grind. You don't know how? YouTube it. You can do anything. I don't care if you're into the financial markets or you sell socks. I don't care if you have to go mow somebody's lawn and use scissors. You make it more beautiful than anyone or anything that they've ever had done to their lawn, and you will be paid, right? We make money based on the value that we bring to the market. So if money is a concern of yours, find a way to be valuable to the people that need you. That's all it is. If you have a hard time talking to people of the opposite gender and don't know how to attract a girl, or you're having trouble talking to guys, that's okay, right? It's something about it's not necessarily always the things you say or do, but how you carry yourself, right? Stand up straight, pull those shoulders back, talk loudly. If you're nervous, talk loud. It eliminates the shakiness, right? um, Look at some of your favorite celebrities and imitate those people that you want to be the most like, right? Because at the end of the day, that's how we learn. We do it with our parents. Maybe those habits always that aren't always the best or are necessary for what we choose to achieve in our life or to gain a desired position, but that's how we learn regardless. If you were to only watch YouTube and you watched, let's say, your three favorite entertainers, and your three favorite entertainers all did similar things, then all you would have to do was imitate their habits. And before you know, you would fall in alignment with their thinking style, their habits and patterns. And then it would just become up to you to immerse yourself into the type of life in which they're living based on the things in which you choose to study, right? That's the type of creatures we are in this world. We're creatures of habit. We imitate the things that we see that are the most prevalent to us in our minds for whatever reason. So it's pretty cool because at the end of the day, it just goes to prove that you could be anything that you want to be with the right effort, um, with the right skill set, with the right tools available to you, and most importantly, the right mindset. Mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. Everybody in history who was ever told they couldn't did something because they believed in themselves, A, and B, had the fire under them to pursue whatever it was that they were going to do, regardless of what anyone else had ever thought about them at the time, right? Why are you any different? Why am I any different, right? So right now, happily, I have 362 subscribers, I believe. Just a handful of subscribers, which is awesome because I'm a baby in the game and I am so grateful that there are even people who took the time out to want to listen to me or watch something that I might have posted, typically shorts. To be honest with you, long stuff, the long form stuff, it makes me nervous. I don't always know what I want to say. I don't always know what I want to do or how to approach a situation, but I know that I owe it to you guys to make an effort. And to me, there's nothing more valuable. Like there's nothing that makes me happier. I may never ever make a dime off of YouTube, but if people watch this and they say, you know what, he's right, I could do this, or I feel better about myself because he said or did this, then I just did what makes me truly happy. And that's my service to the world. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. But who cares what I think is cool? What do you think is cool? Right? What do you want to do? If you had no limits, no money restraints, and you could do anything that you wanted to do right now, what would it be? Drop it in the chat and let me know. Let's talk some ideas. Let's have some fun, right? You've heard the expression, I'm not here for a long time, here for a good time. Well, I'm here for both. I want to be here for a long time and I want to have a good time while I'm here. Can we do that? Can we make it happen? I think we can. To get back on point, because I digress, and I do that a lot. I'll ramble, I'll get lost in my sauce, but I have fun, and it all leads back to the same thing. Where I am in life, I am here because of the decisions that I've made prior that have led me to this point in my journey, right? So it makes sense to be where you are. And if you're feeling lost, that's probably because you haven't made the decisions that best suit you for who you truly are. I feel the reason that we get lost in this world is we forget what our intentions are. So if you've ever watched a kid, like a toddler, you know, watch a 2 year old or a 3 year old or a 4 year old, they are fearless. They know what they want to do. They make themselves known in the world. They're not afraid to learn. They're not afraid to fall down and get back up and try again. They climb high stuff and they jump off of high stuff and they're super cool. You were that brave, courageous, fearless, happy-go-lucky kid at one time. And guess what? That same kid is still inside of you. That same kid drives you, but you are suppressing it because of the expectations that the world has on you to be something that you're not. I was a soldier, right? I was broken down and changed to be something unnatural, to go through unnatural circumstances. I've seen violence. Um, I have my combat action ribbon. I've seen some things. I've been around the block, and it took me away from who I truly was. It kind of like really hurt my innocence and changed who I thought I was as a person. And only in recent times have I come back to that true self. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to feel young. I deserve to be energetic. This is why I work out. This is why I play sports. This is why I play with my kids. This is why I make myself present, right? So if school has you boggled down, or work has you boggled down, or relationships have you boggled down, then find what it is that you value in those things and express yourself in those ways, right? Be excited about what it is that you do, because your excitement translates to positivity. And the only difference between anxiety and excitement is how you perceive the information that you're processing. It's the same emotion. It's just the negative side of one state and the positive side of one state. Goes into the law of polarity. I talk a lot about Hermeticism because it's an interesting concept to me. But we'll talk about that another time because it's a long conversation, but I hope that makes a little bit of sense. If you don't, tell me I'm crazy in the chat. Maybe I am. Who cares, right? So going back to my military days, like I said, I just learned to assume everything was my fault. But the beauty with that is that if something goes good, guess who it went good because of? Because of you, my friend. If something goes bad, hey, you drop the ball on that one, pick it up, pass it to a teammate, or keep dribbling down the court and let's get this ball rolling, right? You have to be aware that you know exactly what you're doing and what decision you're choosing to make when you're in that moment. So if you ask, if a police officer or a parent or somebody says, "Why'd you do that?" and you say, "I don't know," you just look ridiculous. You look immature and irresponsible, because the truth is that you did know, and you elected to negate the better decision or go with the judgment that was opposite of what you knew to be true or to be right. And that's on you. We all have done it a million times, and it's cool. It's cool. It's okay. Don't beat up on yourself because you went through some things, right? Learn from those mistakes, pick the ball back up, and keep it moving. So, if you only take away a few things from today's conversation, it would be: one, you are it, right? It all starts with you. You are the one. You are the author of your book, the captain of your ship, the pilot of your plane, whatever you want to call it. You are that. You're that guy, right? Two, it's all on you. Everything is your fault. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. This is your story. Assume responsibility for it and be in control. That gives you control, and control is power. And three, you can always hit the chat. Hit me with any questions. Let me know how you feel, what you think, what you want to know, what you're going through, and let's talk about it. So again, I really appreciate all you guys who check me out, who come here and listen to some of the stuff that I go on about, and hopefully I refine this stuff, get it down to a science for you, get it down to a T. I don't want to regurgitate a bunch of stuff out of a bunch of books. I don't want to seem ingenuine. I want to seem relatable. I want to seem real. I am real. I want to be real with you, and I want real results from you guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And in the meantime, take care of yourself, keep going, and I'll see you at the top.